What's up, Pisces? This is going to be your love forecast for the first half of July. This is for my Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I do offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. There's a wait for a reading with me, so if you want to explore your options, I've put links to my affiliates in the description box as well. They're going to give you access to so many amazing psychics and readers located all over the world at any given time. If you go through the links I've provided, Mystic Sense is going to give you your first 5-minute reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a $10 add-on if you deposit $20. So check them out if you feel called to do so, and otherwise if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I've put the links to those in the description box as well. So let's get stuck into it, Pisces. I'm going to do person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the first half of July. I say potential for anyone that's new because on this channel I incorporate the law of assumption, meaning tarot readings that I do are only a checking in point based on one version of you, one version of your specific person, and the connection that you have manifested and selected out of the infinite that exists right now. Creation is finished. All possibilities exist at once. All versions of you, all versions of them, and circumstances actually don't matter at all. Everything on the outside is a reflection of your current state of consciousness, and you can absolutely have whatever you want. Your desires are meant for you. So if you like change, it just requires a shift in your consciousness and a reselection. And please do go and do some of your own homework and look into the law of assumption. Look into some of the amazing coaches online that will show you techniques and how to adopt the law. And I'll certainly continue to post content about this as well. So it's just a checking in, guys. The person on Pisces' mind, Page of Swords, how do they feel about Pisces? Maybe they feel like there's an observation energy, but it feels very stuck. Two of Swords. Stuck, the blindfolds on, indecision as well. Empress card. I mean, the Empress is about growth and expansion, but then there's the Five of Wands. You know, there's been a tension or a conflict or a sense of competition. Maybe they feel like there's other energies in the mix. Something like that. We've got the Judgment card, Pisces. There's that Five of Wands. Called it. Page of Wands. Magician card in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reverse. There's this real energy of like unfulfilled potential here with the Magician card in the reverse. Like perhaps, you know, they're manifesting it. They feel like there's unfulfilled potential. On the other hand, the Two of Wands, it's kind of like there's no direction, or no plan. I mean, the Judgment card is about, you know, a revival. Potentially they want a revival, but there's a tension here. And again, it's coming down to maybe a feeling of competition or outside energies in the mix. I mean, Two of Pentacles also, and there you are, Pisces, with the High Priestess card. This could go through periods of silence, or it's been very back and forth. There's something here maybe about the unknown, things that haven't been revealed, secrets. Maybe you have a very intuitive bond with this person. There's a sense of wanting to revive things, but then there's also either there's a real internal conflict about this because there's just a lot that has gone unsaid or unrevealed. Maybe there's a sense that there's other energies in the mix on your end, on their end, on both ends. I don't know. The Two of Pentacles back and forth. Page of Wands. Some of you are going to get a reach out or this communication. It's a flirty energy. Maybe this hasn't progressed beyond that, or maybe it's just like when it comes in, it's small and it's flirty. I don't know. Page of Wands. You know, or maybe this is about taking things in a new direction, because the Judgment card is like revival and wanting to take things in a new direction. I mean, the overall energy, though, it's sort of mixed because this person's like, there's unfulfilled potential, but not necessarily seeing the way forward. They could feel indecisive. They could feel that you're indecisive. I'm going to get your side of the street. I say it in all my reads, guys. I'm going to have to get it out of the way. Sorry for those that cross-watch and think I'm repeating myself. I only read their side of the street for context, guys. They're not a robot. They have their own thoughts and feelings and, you know, history and their own assumptions, okay? However, you are the God of your reality in every single reality, in every state of consciousness, and you have selected a version of a person from your subconscious beliefs that then drive your assumptions, your thoughts, your actions, your inactions, your reactions, the version of the person. They're a mirror to you. and therefore they're like a character in your show. So if you want to select a new version, you absolutely can, and they will come in and mirror back to you who you are being, the version of you that you're selecting out of the infinite that exists. And if you hold a dominant of assumption of them differently, they will show up and absolutely conform, guys. They don't really have free will in your reality. So that's a big contentious point in the tarot community that don't understand universal law. No one has free will in your reality. Don't give a fuck about anyone that disagrees with me. Okay, so we've got the Four of Wands. There's High Priestess, the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups. They want to talk to you, Pisces. So maybe if you're in silence, they want to come out of silence, or they want to have a conversation. Judgment card is revival. It also can be accountability, where there's been a conflict or a tension. For some of you, there's secrecy around third parties. We've got the Three of Cups. The Four of Wands is about marriage, commitments, relationships, house and home. Some of you, this is something that involves secrets in that realm. If there's other energies, third party commitments, connections, or otherwise there's this sense of the unknown, like, could this develop into something committed? Seems to be that there are other maybe energies influencing this. This could also be friends and other people in the mix that are causing tension or conflict. All of that, right? Tell me about this High Priestess. The Temperance card seems to have been a very slow and steady kind of an energy, Temperance and the High Priestess. There's also maybe an element of healing if there's been tension or conflict, you know. I do think you have an intuitive bond with this person, Pisces, the High Priestess, so it's sort of like a higher level connection. But it's sort of trying, you know, I feel like this person's trying to intuitively feel out whether or not there's conflict or competition, or maybe this person has something else and they still feel very tied to you, but it's a matter of timing and patience here. Now, guys, I don't really believe in divine timing. And if you believe in divine timing and this because of the circumstances, which don't matter, but your current circumstances in your 3D reality, in this reality, they don't matter. Like, you can manifest completely, nothing's impossible, you're limitless. But in this reality, it looks like you might be on the divine timing track. Things need to be taken care of. There must be healing, or there's third parties in the way and all this kind of stuff. So if that's what you believe, everything on the outside is just going to be a reflection of what you believe, okay? So for now, this person's thinking that there's something around timing, either because there's outside energies that, you know, are in the mix, and so it can't go forward. I still think they want to talk to you. Maybe they just want to get clear on things, clear the air where things have been very mysterious. High Priestess, Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles. There's this sort of, and then the Hanged Man, it's like been on pause. Hanged Man is also, should I like surrender and let this go? Or, you know, maybe because of the timing, or, you know, surrender maybe and let go, release what has caused tension and conflict. There's definitely this energy of wanting reciprocity. So there could be this feeling of like things have not been very reciprocal. Either they are aware they haven't really been reciprocating your effort because they have outside influences, outside pressures, another person, people, whatever it is, or they feel that you're not reciprocating and that maybe you have other energies around. I mean, look, High Priestess is like things hidden. So whether there are other energies or they're not is a sense of maybe that there is. I mean, maybe there's some trust issues here because there's a feeling like things are secret or something like that. I mean, Eight of Cups as well. There's a sense of like, hold on or walk away. Maybe they feel you've turned your back on them in some kind of a way. Four of Cups, there's emotional rejection, disappointment, something like that. Let me look at this Temperance card. Why do we have Temperance card? Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. It's very stuck. There could be a coldness between the two of you. There could have been like a harsh conflict or communication. Queen of Swords can be a bit that way. You know, around just feeling like Two of Swords is indecision, and that Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, this could have been very back and forth, or there could just be this kind of feeling of like juggling options, you know, or not being a priority as well with that Two of Pentacles. Some of you, this is a situation where, you know, someone is very tied to someone else, and a Queen of Swords can be like a divorcee or something like that. Like maybe that's the timing and that needs to take place. I will get more with oracles perhaps, but like maybe there's also, yeah, the Temperance and the Queen of Swords. Things could be stuck because there's been a tension or a conflict, like even just a direct fight around not being prioritized, not being chosen, indecision. The blindfold's on here, Pisces. Maybe they feel you're indecisive, or they can't decide because things are not clear. Okay, yeah, and then there's a King of Wands and an Eight of Swords. So Pisces, there's a lot of attraction and chemistry here, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But then there's this person feels like very stuck in their mind. You know, the blindfold again, Eight of Swords. Like they're not clear. And it's sort of like, hold on, like they can't move on, but they can't move forward. They feel trapped. For some of you, dealing with a situation where someone's trapped in another connection, but not all of you. I think this is also limiting beliefs and fears. That's always, Eight of Swords is like self-sabotage, you know, it's like we're in a mental prison. So again, guys, this could also be just tension and conflict you have with this person because there's fear. There's fear in moving forward. That's coming down to a self-concept issue. So maybe there's been back and forth and there's been triggering between the two of you, and projection of, you know, not being a priority or feeling not chosen, and then there's a reaction there, and then that causes harsh energy or something like that. And so that's maybe something that needs to be healed, is like some kind of a self-concept issue. You don't really need to care, Pisces, whether or not this person is doing their healing and is going to change. This is why I do it differently on this channel. And when you go and research Law of Assumption, look at some coaches, Sammy Ingram, Dylan James, Manifesting with Kimberly, there's no one to change but self. They are going to shift. You just need to select a version of them that's healthy and healed and ready or whatever. But in the end of the day, this person feels very trapped in their mind. On one hand, maybe they want to take some kind of action towards you. On the other hand, maybe they're waiting for you to do that, come out of this stuckness. I also think that Eight of Swords, it's like negativity in the mind. So they could be, given that there's a lot of this mystery, perhaps they're very caught up in some kind of a negative story about the situation. Eight of Pentacles, like on one hand, they want to put effort into this situation. On the other hand, I just feel that there's this kind of recurring feeling of maybe this isn't reciprocal, a rejection wound. Something here has happened where there needs to be maybe accountability around a conflict, or something needs to be healed. I don't know, Pisces. I'm going to get your side of the street. I mean, right now it looks like it's on pause. They've got 1 foot towards you, 1 foot away from you, or they feel that's you. You know, maybe they've been hanging in there, but Temperance cards are very slow. And partly there's this disconnect, Eight of Cups. So, but they want to talk. So some of you are going to have a conversation, and Page of Wands would be about potential for new direction, potential to look at things from a new perspective as well, Page of Wands. It can also be new flirtations. Maybe they feel that you've moved on and you have another flirtation or another option, or they are wanting to do that. I don't want to say anything to trigger anyone, guys. Third party stuff, you can manifest that shit away. If it's popping up in your reality, it's coming down to your state of consciousness and your subconscious belief that someone's not choosing you, doesn't want you, rejects you. So you can manifest that away. Look at some coaches. They'll explain to you the techniques and why this is happening, and you just need to select a version of you that's chosen. You are always the only one. There's no third parties, and revise as well. Okay. All right, Pisces, how do you feel? Three of Swords. There's hurt feelings or heartbreak. I just saw 10 of Cups. So maybe there's a part of you that feels like this person makes you happy. They're the happily ever after. 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups in the reverse. You're trying to get past like the emotional rejection or the disappointment between the two of you. And the 9 of Pentacles would be about being single or self-focused. Either you think that this person wants to just focus on them, or there's issues to do with being single, or you just want to focus on you and be single. I don't know. Let's have a look at Pisces, how they're feeling. High Priestess, Pisces. High Priestess, High Priestess. There you are, Pisces. Intuition, telepathy. So there's that kind of higher level bond, but there's a lot of this secrecy and the unknown. I don't know, I think that we've got a spirit making noise in here. I'm hearing a lot of weird noises. 8 of Cups, guys. 8 of Cups. So it's like, you know, you both kind of maybe disconnected, or there's a feeling of the other one leaving them behind. I mean, this is mutual, guys. There's mirroring because there's double cards here. And then Queen of Cups, Pisces. So you do feel like a strong bond with this person, Queen of Cups, an emotional connection, an intuitive connection. King of Swords in the reverse, Pisces. There's something here to do with like secrecy, but also maybe dishonesty. King of Swords in the reverse is not the most honest. Or it's an avoidance. King of Swords can be cold, detached, avoidant, like in the shadow energy. So this could be something that, like with this whole, you know, the unknown, it just could be because things haven't been clear or upfront, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, and then there's pain, 10 of Swords. It's in the reverse. You want to get past the pain. 10 of Swords in an extreme sense is betrayal, but doesn't have to be, okay? This could just be like this sort of feeling of just not being very open or honest, or there's a cold and detached energy. I mean, the Queen of Swords on this side is in the upright, and the King of Swords on this side is in the reverse. They are a match. When they are in their healthy energy, they're matching, they're very diplomatic, they communicate really well, honest, and it's about truth. Now, one of these pair is in the reverse. Again, I'm not naming names, Pisces. You could feel this person is dishonest, hasn't been open, and this person could feel like the same, or they haven't been, okay, and they want to be accountable for that. There's something here that needs accountability to be taken, or there's a feeling of that. Now, guys, if you want to manifest this differently, you don't actually need to hold on to all this shit. It's just the checking in. You know, you can manifest in apologies and communication and all of that, but the truth is, if you stay anchored into this version and this timeline, and then that happened, and then that happened, and they said that, and they did that, and, you know, and then I did that, well, you're manifesting someone back in from the old state of consciousness, and with the same perceptions and the dominant assumptions about them and who they are, and then that's coming from, you know, who you're being, okay? And then potentially things just don't shift in the way that you'd want. It's not the most desirable result, but I don't tell people what to do. Okay, we've got 8 of Cups. So you both have 8 of Cups, and then 9 of Pentacles. There's like wanting to disconnect, self-focus. You might feel like this person needs to walk away from something to be available, or Pisces, you need to disconnect from something to be totally available, or you want to leave them behind and focus on you. 3 of Pentacles. Maybe it's all about cooperation, and maybe there hasn't been cooperation, there's been tension. This would also be about focusing on career and work, so that could be where you're at. Let's see. Knight of Swords in the reverse. I feel like there's been some harshness between you and this person, Pisces, and then Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Non-commitment, issues to do with commitment. Now money also could be playing into this. There could be just like a heavy focus on that. And 2 of Pentacles could be like work-life balance, priorities. There could be tension around feeling like things are not reciprocated because someone feels the other one's not prioritizing them, or neither of you are prioritizing each other. But I would say more so, you know, Pisces, that Knight of Swords in the reverse, first of all, it could feel like there's no forward movement. Secondly, this is Shadow Knight of Swords. I feel like there's been tension, conflict. There could have even been like harsh words or erratic behavior, you know, avoidance and then reactions and something like that. You know, a lot of swords here, guys, on this side. So, you know, and then this person's 8 of Swords. So like they're in their mind about this, because it just feels like there's something just very mysterious, lots that hasn't been clear, reactivity, in some senses betrayal, or just painful words that have caused hurt between the two of you. Let's have a look at that Knight of Swords. King of Wands. So you guys have so many of the same cards and in the same position. King of Wands in the upright. King of Wands in the upright. So the attraction is real and it's in the upright. So I feel like you have chemistry and passion with this person. I feel like the Knight of Swords, there's been like harsh communication or erratic communication around avoiding something. You know, Queen of Cups here is love, but perhaps this has been more, you know, passion and whatnot. Oh my God, as I said, Queen of Cups, there's a King of Cups. I mean, King and Queen of Cups, guys, in the upright. So you feel, Pisces, that this is there's mutual love here. Okay, that this person matches you on an emotional level. And there is passion. You both have the passion. But this person on this side, High Priestess, you know, 5 of Wands, I mean, they may have an assumption that they need to fight for you, or on their end there's been secrecy and whatever, and then that's caused the tension. And, you know, you both are kind of like, do we just disconnect from this? Or, you know, part of you love this person, Pisces. It's just something to do with the communication, the hiding things, not being upfront, third party energy, particularly conflict and competition around that, maybe indecision. I'm going to get oracles to get some more clarity. What do you want with this King and Queen of Cups? You want to get out of hurt feelings and heartbreak, 3 of Swords, and there's an 8 of Swords. You both have 8 of Swords. You both feel trapped. Maybe you're trapped also in the old pain, whatever has transpired between the two of you. Some of you, there is a trappedness because of third party energy. Okay, not all of you. Like someone's still caught up in a relationship or something. But the 8 of Swords, you know, this is both of you have this kind of fear or limiting beliefs. Like you're mirroring one another, and you could clash because one person could have an assumption about themselves, and which it really is, right? Like a limiting belief. And then you're like reflecting that back to them. It's triggering them. And then the way in which they're behaving, it's triggering you. And then this creates Knight of Swords, maybe cold energy or erratic, harsh words, frustrations. Anyway, you want to come out of this pain and you kind of want success with them. 6 of Wands. So Pisces, I always say, no one to change but self. I only read their side of the street, you know, because to give you a little bit of context on what's going on right now. If you want this, for those of you that do, you absolutely can fucking have it. It already exists. Everything already exists. You would need to just put in your awareness, your only consciousness. So you would need to shift your awareness and shift your state. The outside must reflect who you are being. If you're being the version of self that is loved, that is chosen, you have an open, loving, caring, committed relationship as an example, you know, without harshness, without fighting, whatever is going on, you can absolutely manifest that. And I don't give a fuck who disagrees. Okay, the 6 of Wands is here. Success, you want it. This feels like there's no direction on this person's side, that they have an assumption at least, or they're feeling like there's no direction. There is unfulfilled potential. Magician card in the reverse on the harsher side can feel like manipulation. Maybe there is a little bit of this skewed because the 8 of Swords is negativity, negative beliefs, right? So this person could have a feeling with the way that things transpired, or a fear that they're not really like the love's not reciprocated, they're not loved, or it's not safe for them to love, or there's manipulation, something like that. And, you know, the oracles will give us the details, but thought transmission's real, guys. If you sit here and you make assumptions about them and that they think this and this and this and they're going to show up this way, well, yeah, this is how the energy is. We're reading into what they're receiving and the version of them. But if you can hold them dominantly in the assumption that actually, no, they do love you, they want you, there's no third parties, there's no conflict, you're better than ever, etc., it must materialize. The outside must mirror. The 3D reality and the circumstances don't matter. They will catch up with your new state of consciousness or your existing one that you're selecting and the version of them, okay? Please look into some of the coaches like Sammy Ingram and Manifesting with Kimberly. We do have 9 of Wands, so there's a wall here and there's a wound. Okay, now for some of you, really, at the end of the day, it's a wound that's coming down to maybe guardedness, you and this person not being very open, hiding things from one another, erratic and harsh communication, coming down to 9 of Wands is our own wounds. It's the wounded warrior. Okay, so there could be projection of also of old pain into this situation. Let me just see what this person's coming forward with. I mean, Judgment card is a revival. They want a second chance. Maybe they're waiting for you to come forward, or there seems to be complications with 5 of Wands, tension to do with outside energies, connections, commitments, or something like that. Or the fact that you're both holding on maybe to some resentments or something. Let's have a look. desire. I said though, King of Wands, there's a lot of sexual energy between you and this person. What does this person want? Love. Guys, there's something here with secrecy, or at least the assumption that someone feels the other one's not chosen, or maybe both of you have people and there's like a multi-party situation going on. But there's something here about trust and things hidden, and it says secrecy, third party, hooking up, liar, deception in another relationship. Read that as you will, Pisces. The truth is, you know, things pop up in our reality from, you know, it's the circumstances. So if you're the one that feels that someone didn't choose you or they're in another thing, it's coming down to you feeling like you're not enough, and you can manifest that away. Literally, guys, third parties disappear as if they weren't there. They pop up in your reality when you have a subconscious dominant assumption about self and love, that you're not enough, you're not chosen, or there's insecurity. Things develop in a certain way, or you select unknowingly a version where this is what it is. Okay, we have guidance, faith, healing, distractions, temptation, always kept waiting, always busy, Netflix and chill, friends with benefits, sneaking around, spending time with someone else. High Priestess, there's a feeling of secrecy, lack of trust, third party energies potentially, maybe non-committal, back and forth about the direction. Then we have infatuation, denial, obsession, attraction. Okay, Pisces. What can I say? For those of you that want this, because you think this is your King and Queen of Cups, just go and look into the law and some of the coaches I recommended and shift out of this timeline and reality, okay? What does this person want? Date, get back out there, meeting someone new. It also says date online, but it also says setting a date. Potentially, maybe this person, they want to meet up with you, or they want to go out on a date or something. I don't know. What does this person really want as we move into July? Death, grow and transform. Well, that's the Judgment card. Did I say the signs, guys? Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini. I mean, we have Cancer, you know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't know, Sagittarius with the Temperance card, Pisces, double Pisces. Okay, what does this person want? Grounding, stability, growth and endurance. That's that Temperance. I mean, this is going on for some time, but maybe this person's hoping to have something more grounded, but it hasn't been very grounded. What else? Twin flames. There is mirroring going on, guys. Polar opposites, complement, union and duality. It could just be a lot of this kind of mirroring and triggering one another. Someone feels not enough, not chosen, then they act a certain way, and then the other one gets triggered, and then this is just how it goes. Anyway, soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. This says cut down. First and foremost, this says silent treatment. High Priestess, that might be what goes on. It also says stop the pattern. So there's a pattern here. So there's opportunity to stop a pattern, Pisces. But if you sit here and you wait for this person to do it, well, good luck, guys. You need to self-empower and do it for you, okay? And it will. It absolutely will. People do change. You shift into the version and they show up differently. The golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. You both could feel that way about each other, I'll be honest. But the way that it is right now, Pisces, looks a little, there's a lot of this third-party energy, suspicion, trust issues, sneaking around. Then we have wedding rings, union and marriage. Some of you, there is marriage in the mix or other connections. But ultimately, this also says soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. And then we have mask, hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight and personify. And then we have love, unconditional love. I mean, guys, the mirror is going to go wonky and up and down and be inconsistent if you are. I'm not blaming and shaming you, Pisces, but like literally, they're just you pushed out. It's not because you're responsible for bad behavior. I'm saying it's like, it's coming from you. And if you also hold the dominant assumption that a person is a certain type of way, that you're going to be stuck on this timeline reliving the same experience over and over, or what's being triggered for you even if you say fuck them, you're going to move forward and have that trigger again and potentially have another experience like that. Your assumptions, your dominant assumptions, are reflected in your reality. Okay, I don't know, it's mixed, Pisces, so do what you will with it. They do want to talk to you. I think I had the 8 of Wands at the beginning. So there might be communication, but communication can go one way or another depending on what your assumptions are and what state of consciousness you're in. So go and take a look into the law, and I shall try to post a bit more about this in the near future. And I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will speak to you in 2 weeks' time.